What is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more 7 Daily Sin Grand Cross, and I want to talk about the SSR medallions you need to awaken units and how to get those. So there are a couple ways in the game to get the medallions, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, when you have an SSR and you want to take them to UR, or if they're level 60, you want to take them level 65 plus, then you're going to need SSR medallions, these right here, to do that. So to take a card from SSR to UR, you need 3 medallions along with their own books. The books are easy to get, but these freaking necklaces, the medallions, I think these are the most valuable item in the game because they are so difficult to acquire. There are a couple ways to get them, but it is a freaking grind, bro. So how to get them? Now, one way is when you're summoning and you pull a dupe. No, that's not the area. I have to go here and I click king. So when you summon and you pull a dupe of a unit, you get what's called an SSR coin pretty much. So as you can see, I have a dupe of this king. I can trade my king in to get one of these SSR medallions, which is a pretty cool option to have, right? I don't recommend you guys doing this because there's other cool things you can do with the dupes as well. If you do pull dupes of SSRs, for example, once you get up to 5, you can buy a Bond, which is he's a really good card, or you can buy this Gother, which in my opinion is literally one of the best cards in the game, or upon getting 3, you can actually get an SSR ticket, which will guarantee you another SSR. So you can potentially pull a new SSR, which is really awesome. So although it might be really enticing to spend your SSR coins to pick these up, I don't think it's worth it because there's more value you can use for those coins versus these items. I know I said this item is literally one of the most rare items in the game, and it is. And out of the books here in these the training glasses or whatever, this is the most valuable in the set. But you can pick up units, you can pick up tickets. So I recommend you guys accumulating them versus spending them on the medallions. But if you really need to, it is there for you to do that. So that's one method. Another method is obviously just quests. So there are a couple quests in the game that will give you medallions. Like once you go through the story mode, you'll get a couple as you go. They just give you them. So, this quest I'm currently working on, upon completing, I'll get a medallion, which is really awesome for me. And I believe, once you take, so you get a couple free-to-play cards. You get a free-to-play SR Bond that I currently right now have as you are. You get a free SR Diane. You get a free SR Meliodas, who I now have UR. I believe I got medallions for taking these guys to UR. So if you just level them up, which they require SR tickets because, well, the medallions, they require SR tickets because they are genuine SRs. So although right now he's a UR and he wants to go to level 65, I only need the SR medallions. I don't need SSR medallions for him, which is really, really, really helpful. And thank you for that because it just makes working on these units so much easier because it's really, really easy to get these SR ones versus the SSRs. But I think the best method, which is the most grinding method, which you really can't grind it to be very honest. Once you go to the 2 dual swords that's in the right hand corner, you click SP, and this event isn't open every day, or well, it is open sporadically throughout the day, but it's not open endlessly. Like you can't do it an infinite amount of times. You're capped to 3 times, I believe, is every 8 hours, I believe. You can do this event, and upon filling up this, bar here, you can get a medallion. Now, right now I have 20%. I need to do a couple more runs to have that filled up, and then it just give me one. I will open this for you guys, but I don't have one of the open little ball with the keyhole. I don't have one of those to open the event, but that event you go to grind them. And there are a couple other things you can do as well, but like for example, these events, they don't give you the medallions because this is mainly a treasure event. So you get the treasure coins here as a reward for every single one of these. So that kind of sucks. I mean, I kind of wish they gave you a chance to get all the items, but they don't. Only the specific items, like for example, this here, as you complete them, you're rewarded with only the training elixirs. So no medallions here. So you can get medallions from spending your dupe stones, sorry, not dupe stones, your dupe SSRs, which I don't recommend, but you can do that. You get them from the story mode, just going through the story mode, you get a couple there. You get them from doing actual missions, and you know, when this event is open, you get them as well. Something I really wish this game implemented, which I really feel like it's an update that's needed. If you go to King over here, and you click the little, you know, screw little widget thing, if you come here, you can combine certain items to make them a higher rarity. So for example, the blue book, if I want to take, you know, this, I can take this 3-star blue book, use 6 of them, and make one 4-star blue book. So what I wish they would have done is that you can take the SR medallions and transmute them or whatever into SSR medallions. That would be so cool, because you can grind the SR medallions easier than the SRs, and you can trade in your SR units. Let me show you. You can trade in your SR units. The shop, go to King. See here? So, you know, I have 2 right now because I use them on something else, but I have 2. Oh, you can get a, oh, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so I have 2 right now. I wish that you can trade these SR medallions in for the SSRs, because they're easier to acquire. Like if you do a multi and you get a bunch of SRs, you can eventually pick these up and you can trade them into, you know, transmute into an SSR, but you can't do that. Like you just can't do it. I hope that's an update they'll implement in the future, where you can actually combine them to get SR medallions that way, because it's just such a niche and rare item at this point in the game. Is so difficult for you to get, but they're so valuable. Without them, your SR units will stay as an SR, well, SSR, and you just can't ever UR them. But once again, all these units, like the rares, the SRs, like they can also go to UR status. And I do recommend some of these cards, you know, case in point, the SRs, you should actually awaken them. Like the Housers are, you know, pretty good. Gil Thunder, Gila, like these cards are, you know, pretty decent. You know, the SR Elizabeth, the new one that's on the banner, not this one that I have now, but the new one, she heals really well, so UR and her is really valuable as well. So there are some really good SR characters that you should actually invest time into getting all the way to UR and level cap, you know, 65 or whatever the actual level cap is. But yeah guys, the medallions are really difficult. You just can't pick them up from the shop. You can't really buy them with coins. You just can't do it. You need to pull dupes. And even so, I don't recommend you using your dupes on that specific medal, but it's not a loss. It's just there's more value you can get from the dupes. So that's kind of thing there. But real quick video, you know, I'm sorry I didn't help you out that much. Like, it's not easy to acquire these items. It really isn't. But over time, you'll get enough. And my phone just disconnected, but that's fine. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, comment down below. Now subscribe, make a thing. Sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.